could we bring Warwick in, please? Warwick, sir, how the devil?
Hello.
How are you doing? So Warwick is founder of Cam Club, expert in key account management, director of management tips. So this is about the expand element. And I really wanted to focus in on some of the key account management stuff. I mean, I could also be getting customer success people in and sales mental health people and the rest, but I want to talk to you, Warwick, because I know you're passionate about the account management stuff and the kind of the crossovers between what it is compared to what sales is. Can you just give us a bit of a steer on that, please?
Well, obviously, key account management is looking after existing clients, and it's about devoting time, energy, retention, attention, and resources to maximizing the value from your most important, most valuable customers. So not necessarily the ones that spend the most today. We're looking for the opportunities tomorrow, but also involves focusing on customer retention. You obviously got to keep your clients happy and profitable and secure them long term. So it takes a lot of time in it and resources to sort of develop those accounts. Yeah, that's kind of my version of key account management. Whereas sales obviously is bringing in the business, key account management is keeping it. And
it is a question. Is it a different role? Should it be a different person doing this stuff? I've been asked to ask you this. Wasn't, sorry if I blindsided you, and that's not on the.
No, I saw that. I saw that comment.
You're used to this question anyway.
Yeah, it's not uncommon that somebody who wins the business ends up looking after the business, but I don't think long term it's a sustainable model because there's different specializations. It takes a lot of time to build those long-term relationships, to define the strategy for a client long-term and to execute that strategy. And if you're busy out there doing lead gen and closing sales and trying to negotiate deals, it can be very intense depending on your quotas and depending on kind of your expectations about those opportunities and the length of the sales cycle is. So, I think the divided attention doesn't really make you the best at sales and doesn't make you the best at account management. I think sometimes when you're a small business, you don't have a choice. You have to wear multiple hats. But as the business grows and as you're in a position to scale and specialize a bit more, I certainly think those two roles should be split for sure.
Yeah. No, as you said, but sometimes we're in a position where it can't be, and that one person does have to do both.
Yeah.
So to help the people that are in that role, what are some of the kind of key elements that you would say, look, go and look at that account manager. He's great. These are some of the things that you need to pull in and just put into your way of operating.
You need to have a plan. One of my favorite expressions is, when people say to me, which clients need an account plan? And my response is, well, just the ones you want to keep, because you need to have a blueprint. Now, the depth and breadth of your account plan is going to change depending on what's happening with the account and their expectations and the opportunities that are there and your time and your contact's time. But ultimately, every single account, no matter how big or small, you need to know what you're doing with them. Even if you're not doing nothing with them, at least make that be an intentional choice. Okay, this account is in maintenance mode. Basically, I'm waiting for them to call me right now because I'm busy with other stuff. But you've done that on purpose and you've identified that that's an account you can leave alone for a little while and not put it at risk. Versus, oh my God, it's been 6 months, I haven't called them. Thanks. So that would be my number one piece of advice. Have a plan and make sure you have those regular strategic interactions with your clients. Big accounts quarterly, smaller accounts maybe biannual, but clients come to you where are you adding the value if you're literally just letting them do their own thing? So I think you want to make sure that you're staying close to them.
And so you said have a plan and then have the collaboration, but you said strategic stuff. So this isn't just meeting up and say, all right, how you doing? Let's go watch a rugby match. Let's have a bit of a giggle. Cup of tea around yours.
Well, ultimately, you win the client, and what typically happens is you end up spending time on adoption, utilization, problem solving, the day-to-day sort of customer success elements of managing the account. But what you do is neglect the strategic elements like why should you stay? Why should you evolve? Why should you pay more for our stuff? And then there ends up being this big strategic void. And when it comes time to renew, you haven't had any of those conversations. Then you're scrambling right, a month or two before the contract saying, oh yeah, this is why you should stay. This is why you should make changes. This is how we can help you evolve. This is how we can transform. And suddenly you're throwing a price increase on top of that. So if you don't have those conversations along the way, it becomes really inauthentic, really insincere, and really difficult to convince them that you're the person to lead them through that transformation when you've neglected them for the past 2 or 3 years. And now that you're renewing, suddenly your interest perks up.
Yeah. Interesting you mentioned customer success management. So again, I talk about that in the book and saying, ideal world, yes, we have account managers, yes, we've got customer success managers, we've got all the specialists in position. Can't always have that though. So I think a salesperson needs to get their head around that too. It's a big ask for salespeople going forward.
It's really a lot. It's a lot. And, customer success is very operational, strategic in itself around utilization and adoption, but you need somebody that's available, technically proficient, understands the value proposition and the tools and the setup and configuration. You're asking your salespeople to be spread very, very thin if they have to be all things to all people, for sure. But how are you supposed to go and try bring in new leads while you're also supposed to set up cost centers and profiles and do password resets and do training? Like, it just doesn't work.
Yeah. It's the churlish. It's the fool in me, but I need to ask you this. So Cam Club, this is your setup.
Yeah.
What are the rules of Cam Club?
Rules of Cam Club. Oh, don't talk about Cam Club.
Doesn't do any good for your promotion, mate. So
no, it doesn't.
Club,
in fact, talk about Cam Club. That's the rules of Cam Club. Shout it from the rooftops. So the Cam Club is my sort of private learning community, helping busy key account managers get results. So I've got about 120 members in there. We have training workshops, tutorials, one-on-one coaching, group coaching, templates, all that kind of stuff to really just help people get set up for success. The goal there is to make it easy for people to find stuff. Key account management's not a function that has a lot of resources available. Sales gets the pointy end of all of that kind of attention and content. Key account management is so much. So that's my goal, is to make it a solid library community for key account
Cool.
managers.
Not a silly question, genuine question here. Are salespeople welcome? If somebody has got to do this this multi-task role, it's like, yeah, I get it. I can see that strategic thinking. It's the plan bit.
Yeah.
I'd like those templates. They're more than welcome to come along and participate.
Yeah. Well, the misconception is that account managers don't sell. Well, we start with a relationship with a key contact when we implement, but we still have business leaders, we have business unit managers, we've got to talk to CFO, CEOs, get budgets approved, we've got to renew customers, we've got to upsell, cross-sell, expand into new markets. That's all the job of an account manager. So there's a very heavy sales element along with the service element. So yeah, salespeople are definitely welcome. And a lot of the people that are inside the Cam Club are in that sort of small to medium-sized business where they've grown through they're agile. They've just done whatever needed to be done. And now they're at that point where they need to start scaling, need to start bringing in systems to improve consistency and quality of experience for customers, as well as not reinvent the wheel and have 10 different people doing 10 different things. There's lots of people in that space where they're different, a foot in each, sales and account management.
Brilliant. Well, again, we'll drop some links. Certainly, if we can't put it in chat, we'll put it into the stuff that we're sending out and leave them on the platform afterwards. So again, I'm so sorry I done that. Oh, and a 14-day free trial. Nice.
14-day free trial. So come along, check it out. 60-day money back. Love it or leave it, money back guarantee. And thanks so much for having me along. Great to see you all here. Commission breath, James, is my new favorite expression. Love that. It says so much. 2 words say so much.
It does. And the whole, love it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. No, thank you.